You should say something like live if we're live.
Oh yeah, I mean if we're live, I'm gonna stop reading about Airbnb going public and check my Twitch page.
And that is untrue.
We are also not live. Oh, we are definitely live.
Oh, yep,
okay, it's going
live.
down for real.
All right. Instagram post.
And posts. And we did it. Yeah, we told the people. Alright, I can formally close that down to down.
The beginnings of live streams are really weird because it's a lot of like finishing.
Oh, they're terrible because it's always like, I mean, I just did the community tab and now we've got to go into our Instagram and make the story post. Like,
did you even take the photo you wanted for that one, or are you
no, I'm using the same one. In fact, now I'm using this one live on Twitch with Lil Sis.
So anyone watching right now, we're live both on YouTube at Phone Blast and live on Twitch /Vampire Drac.
Yes.
Open both. Because
support all of us, yeah.
That's what friends do.
Exactly. Real friends. Don't do this. Only villains do this. It's not super legible. We're gonna.
I meant to have chat over here, and I totally forgot to open it at all. And
it's okay.
This is why the beginnings of streams are the best.
Oh, they're
telling you mostly people saying hi and asking if you're ready for air.
Hello, and that's what we're preparing for right now.
Hell yeah, I'm ready for the Area 51 raid.
We're ready for the Area 51 raid. We're gonna build some sweet Talon claws, rescue some aliens. This is so far away from me. How do I make pop-up chat? That's how I do it. And then I can stop this. Oh no. I can do this. I'm a YouTuber.
I'm done with my things, except now I have to pull open the Twitches.
Oh, there we go.
You guys push more notifications. It looks like your chat's blown up already.
Yeah. I can't see how many people are in chat, but it looks like many people.
I think see, I only have 4 viewers so far, so I'll leave mine up right there and read them occasionally. And answer some of yours.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
There are 5 Talon claws
in 2 shoeboxes.
In two shoeboxes. And this box.
That looks like a box from Slug.
This is a box from Slug. Slug was super nice and donated to our team all of the hardware necessary for 5 Talon claws. And then Michelle printed the 6 Talon claws.
6.
I lied to you. 6. We already built one. So this is for 5. There's pieces for 5 in there. Thank you, Slug, for sending those to me. And how are we going to organize this attack?
So, there's 2 ways we could attack it. Here, wait, real quick. What up, Pete Fuzzy Pete? Welcome, House Mouse. Welcome, Crow. Okay, I said hello. Borderlands 3 times. Thanks for tuning in. Spam. Welcome. DKX off. Probably not, but thanks for the kind comment, my man. Appreciate it. So, alright. Ways that we can tackle this that I think are reasonable. We could each try to build one at a time, or we could do them in order of tasks together, and then we'll be done at the same time. If we do them separately, it becomes a challenge, which could be fun, but also could be very stressful.
I think that'd be. I want to have a good time.
All right.
I want to have a good time. And I've never built a takedown version.
Then I would destroy you.
Yeah.
So all of these need trimming up. I think that right now we just kind of pull pieces out of the box, visually inspect them. If they need trimming, I'm going to treat them like arcane parts.
Let's do that, and then we can put finished parts over there.
Yeah, so like this guy obviously needs some reaming out.
We have tools.
And so it'll go. And then once we have them kind of all trimmed up, we'll set them off to the side. If you're wondering why we're modding on cardboard, it's because we're homeless now. Donate bits for Addy and I's homeless. I'm kidding. Addy and I both have homes, actually. We both
own homes.
We're very comfortable people, so like only donate bits if we're doing a really good job.
No one needs to donate anything, but if they do, donate bits to Drac and donate super chats to me, and they'll go in our pockets.
Those are, we are using them for entirely self-interest at this point in time. But the cardboard protects Addy's very nice dining room table.
It's not that nice.
It's nicer without being gouged up and covered in,
It's not a nice table, but it's nicer than a table with holes in it.
There you go.
I should have gotten 2 X-Acto knives because...
Oh, the X-Acto knives are essential. The deburring tool.
Thank you, Michelle.
Is where I would go. So we've got Michelle providing auxiliary support. Normally we leave that up to Chelo, but, you know, he can't be everywhere. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Other than your signature colors, what are your favorite color combos? I like green and black. I have a lot of green and black. I think green's one of my favorites, just in general.
Oh, wow. Those are immediate bits and a subscription. Thank you so much, Clutch Rumble, and thank you, Bucleo. The Bucleo. I don't know.
That does sound like a song.
Yeah.
Some kind of Irish thing.
All the way to Foam Blast. What a trek.
I bet the traffic was terrible. Just cats everywhere.
The commute was rough. Oh boy. Thank you guys for the hosts. Appreciate that. My favorite color combo. So you said other than signature colors.
Yeah.
Signature at this point is I've become the default red-black combo for the hobby. My favorite outside of that is like I really like wood grain, wood colors combined with gray. I call this like earth and stone, and I really like that combo. It feels old to me, and in particular, if you're doing that with filaments, you get really interesting textures sometimes. So that would be like my second favorite.
I just realized I was cutting towards myself, and it's way better to cut away from you. Knife safety.
I'm gonna politely disagree with Addy.
It's more effective towards you.
Knife control over knife safety 9 times out of 10. If you're where you want to be,
debate in the comments.
Yeah, debate in the comments. This right here is dangerous unless you know where everything is. In which case, it gives you a lot of anchor points for control.
You don't want to
For
slip.
knife safety 9 times out of 10.
No volume over there, Michelle.
I'm gonna grab this Magwell. Ye old Magwell.
Thomas Andrzlik is asking if you remember him.
Of course I do. How could I forget you, my friend Tom? Give me an indicator, man. The name alone is not enough. If you have a distinctive blaster, if we had a particularly good conversation, or if you bought me a cold one literally any time in the last decade, then I do remember you. But I need more than just the name. I also want to give shout out Sam. Thank you so much for your bits donations, and then thank you Scott. We're already off to a phenomenal donation on over here. Thank you guys so much. All I had to do was start shilling. It's interesting. It's the Captain Slug method. Like I told them specifically, only push pull with the thumb of the same. See, Slug and I have always had a lot in common.
Also, Slug, I don't know if you were here for when I said thank you for all the parts. Whether you were or not, thank you.
Oh yeah. No, huge thank you. Much love. I like not having to ship a blaster to California to compete, so this is going to be huge for me. I might sneak a tooth and nail into one of these.
They also exist.
Got the files?
Oh no, I'm going to edit your stream. It says you're streaming if it's working.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, I think you're logged in to my Twitch, so you can makers and crafting.
Michelle's the stream master.
Drac, do you remember me? I am one of the kids at APOC. I am the one with the green and black FDL. I do remember you. And then thank you for double donating, my man. Thank you so much. House Mouse says, I can't give bits. You could send me pictures of Jinx instead. I miss her very much.
Makers and crafting, that's the category.
Yes, that's where I put
That
most
makes
of my
sense.
stuff.
Title to your stream is hashtag sibling.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You remember Big Bird from Discord? Yes, I actually do. I do remember Big Bird.
I remember Big Bird from Sesame Street.
I remember Big Bird from
Probably
Discord.
not the same one.
I made Little Bird comments. You were in the Atomic chat at one point. So yes, I do remember you. Nice little flash on the edge here just makes for an overall nicer product. Slug's probably watching me do this, and he's like, this dude is neurotic. And Slug knows that that's true. I won't deny it.
Vampire from my chat is thanking you for getting him into Nerf as an adult.
Oh, wow. Dude, much love. Thanks for sticking with it. It's a phenomenal hobby full of phenomenal people. It's got its hiccups, and it's got its bad days, just like any hobby. But by and large, all of the most significant relationships I have are because of this hobby. Like my friends, my family.
There's a lot of good people here.
We're very lucky. It's a vector to having meaningful adult relationships in the real world as opposed to digitally, which is rare now. So I think that Nerf is very special, very precious, very unique still.
These all already look great.
I'm gonna say these are pretty heckin' fantastic.
Some of these have weird these are just slicer errors.
Love
They're
the
not hard
title.
to clean up, but you have to clean them up. I don't know which camera you have
that.
active.
Yeah, $150 for a slicer, you think it wouldn't?
Yeah, thanks S3D. You're not the best at all.
The guy who interrupted your 1v1 in the parking lot to move our car at APOC. You know what? It's all good, man. I do recognize you as well. Casual. Whoa. Who do I got to take out to dinner to get a Team Dauntless Talon Claw?
The whole team.
I'm going to say, if you take the team out, we'll all sign one at the end of our tournament, and we'll give it to you. You've been a huge... I think the girls will agree with this. I've got a question about that in a minute, too, but I'll get to that. I think they would agree that you've been a huge positive force for good in our hobby, and it would be nice to have something special to give back to you, my man. Like,
yeah.
1000% agree. And then a question that I've had for a while is I alternate back and forth referring to you two as the girls and the ladies.
Yes.
And it's interesting because sometimes I'm like the girls and it feels like how you would describe a babysitting job. And then when I say the ladies, it sounds like we're going out to brunch or whatever. And I'm like, and I do both of those things with Foam Blast. So I never know which one to choose.
Wait, you babysit us?
Yeah. No, we babysit together. At Nerf Wars.
That's true.
So my question is, as adult women and feminists, what is preferable for referring to a group of adult women?
Probably ladies, but I don't give a crap.
Alright. It seems like the nature of the relationship dictates it in some contexts.
Yeah. I guess ladies is a little better, but
Don't say it like
hey lady.
Oh boy. Scott, thank you for the bits. I started playing around with a bit of airsoft because of my brother, but Nerf will always be my favorite. That's sort of how I am. I've dabbled in airsoft. I have a mean airsoft loadout. I find that the thing that keeps me firmly rooted in my foamy goodness as opposed to paintball or airsoft, which both have vibrant competitive communities, which tickles my soul the right way, is that the people are better in Nerf. The community is better. The arguments are less. The egos are softer. Like, please stream tonight. Holmes,
It's really easy to just have fun and play Nerf.
It is.
Rather than get into a bunch of drama.
I'm at dinner with my family. I should be getting that Scudo tomorrow, and I vote you review one of Roboman's cages in that Raven you got. If Roboman ever wants to send me one of his special cages, it would be my pleasure to install it and make him a video. Brad and I go way back. I've said this a lot. Like, I think that the old blood in our hobby has to take care of one another just because there's so few of us left. A lot of people outgrow the hobby over time, and some of them return, but it's never quite the same. Brad, Slug, guys like Bob, were really, in many ways, the last of our kind. Brad's younger than me, which is just very interesting. He's very accomplished for someone as young as he is. I'm away from my computer right now, but when I get back, I'll send Michelle menu options so you guys can, whoa, from the prefix menu, oh snap! It's gonna be that kind of dinner, boys.
Nice.
Also, I can't chat in your chat. Your chat. Drac is playing with you.
So what would you like to say, Michelle?
I'm gonna say if you speak, people will hear you,
If you speak, we can repeat what you're saying, and
or you'll
Oh,
just be
I
audible.
typed in something to respond and it said everything's fine.
Oh.
What?
That's not the end of my world.
Michelle speaks for Drac.
Michelle speaketh for Drac.
If you accidentally see typing in Twitch.
Yeah, it's Michelle. Speaking of dinner, if you're gonna be at Foam Fest, fancy trying my favorite steakhouse. I don't know if I can afford fancy UK steakhouse. Depends on how many people buy cages. But if that is an invitation to dinner, I will wholeheartedly accept.
I'm so excited for Foam Fest.
I'm so excited to do it with you guys.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I'm a well-known enthusiast of the meat, and I would love nothing more than to go to your favorite. That's a recommendation that I believe in. See you later, Spam.
There's no time for the butcher today.
I've got big meme life news at Vampire Drac. Lay it on us, Sokol. We've got lots of time today. I am familiar with the story so far, and assuming this is one that you're comfortable sharing with Addy's chat and my chat, then we all love you. Obviously, Addy's chat is also a very safe place, and we can bring everybody up to speed. I hope it's good news.
I hope for good news all the time for everyone.
It's a meet and greet. Yeah, meat enthusiast. Yeah, I know what I said. I know what I'm about. Spectre, thanks for tuning in from all the way in the UK. Hey man, I thought this was Apex. Lightning Eagle, sorry to disappoint. It's Nerf or nothing. Easily one of the most cancerous and successful brand lines ever permeated this long. It would be illegal right now by TFA standards to use its Nerf or nothing, which is why I think they phased it out.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so there's it's dicey. I would rule it as illegal. So I'll explain that in a second. Sokol says, I'm coming out as trans MTF. I've been waiting to tell you, but you haven't been streaming, so now I get to tell you. Well, my sincerest congratulations. I think everybody has the right to be who they are, and I'm sure that that's going to be a journey. I don't know exactly what kind, but we support you.
No, it's rough.
I was going to say, I will continue to refer to you as Sokol unless you want me to explicitly start doing better, in which case I will do my best. But congratulations, good for you.
LA Surfers is asking where Jinx is. Jinx is in Georgia, and we are not.
This is true, yeah. We are in Reno. Jinx is in Georgia at Castle Dracula. We are at Castle Foam Blast, the newly christened, the house warmed, full of cats and love. I'm going to say we'll scoop up a cat when they get curious.
There's a streamer Michelle watches sometimes. He has a cat tree behind him, and he has the camera on the cat tree. So every once in a while, when the cat gets up there, he switches the camera so people just see the cat instead of him.
Nice. So that one's tidied up. Yeah, I'm just here for. I can't.
Thank you.
Not stream appropriate, Drac.
I'm trying to be stream appropriate. Trying to be a good role model.
Luchathor, hello. Welcome to stream.
Ooh, I know that guy. He makes kind comments. That's my favorite kind of comment. I ask for them sometimes, and he delivers it. What's up, Luchathor? See you in California real soon, man.
Yeah, I was going to say we met him last year. Well, I've met him before.
Yeah, we've met him a couple times.
Drac met
He's in, He's in the Washington area. We've done 2 wars up there so far. And they've been fun.
They have really good,
I want to go back. Washington's just far away.
I think that's the same territory where they're constantly doing, like, old bunkers and battlegrounds and stuff. Come on, man. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. We didn't come here to...
Yeah, we did Fort Borse both times, which was fun, but that doesn't seem as much fun as some of the other footage I've seen from other locations.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any way that we can influence this or make it happen or anything, but if sometime close to or surrounding Foam Fest, you guys could do one of those, like, hey man, you got any more of them cave wars? Like, because those look pretty sweet.
Yes. I always thought having flashlights on your blaster was pretty silly. Cave Wars, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
You
think.
just want that conservative advantage, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Wholeheartedly, shamelessly, I would like to be in a dark setting war.
So you get blasted in the face with a flashlight.
That would be unfortunate. I'll wear my sunglasses.
You would totally just keep saying vertical on yourself.
I would. Pop around corner, shine job. Like, none of it makes sense.
Andrew Pickering, thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Zambona.
Yeah. Thanks, man. What up, Ari? Real quick, shout out Clutch Rumble. Thank you for your tier 1 subscription. Your question is, in the background, there was a third FDL3. Is that a rival one, or am I just seeing things? I have owned 6 FDLs. I currently only own 5. 2 of them have not been seen yet. The 3 that you've seen are, I have a wood, I have 2 wooden ones. One's half length, one's full length. They both have full auto tails. And then I have a micro one, or a Wii, which I actually built myself, which is probably the highest print quality of any FDL3 out there, as it is the only arcane grade FDL3 that I've heard of anybody being dumb enough to do. It was a lot of print hours and essentially wound up being a solid brick. And then I used the FDL electronics kit, but I used a custom hardware kit because I wanted it to be extra special nice.
I think I've seen Jesse teasing a rival one, but I haven't seen anything after that.
So Jesse has teased and made a Metroid themed rival one, and he put them up for sale, but then he started complaining about it a lot because he's like, I spent all this time making this thing because everybody was like, ooh, we want a rival FDL, and nobody bought one, and I'm like, that's how it goes sometimes, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool ideas, but
well, the problem is a rival FDL doesn't do anything really exceptional compared to a Jupiter, which is a quarter of the cost. I'm sure that's an unpopular opinion, but it's smaller. It feeds into a proton pack by design, and while it doesn't have electronically controlled burst fire, which is the one feature that the FDL has over it, like, that's not why people use rival. People buy FDLs because they want high FPS flywheel blasters with burst control. People buy homemade rival blasters because they want to spray lots of balls. Like, there is no FPS threshold. A Jupiter performs the same as a Hurricane performs the same as your older brother's heckin' Zeus that he slapped a 3S in and did nothing else to. Like, they all shoot about 130. So I think it's not an issue with, like, how nice it is. I'm sure they're very nice. It just doesn't fit into the market very well. Right, wrong, whatever. Let me know. Hate me if you have to. Love me if you can. Love you, Jesse. Sorry, bro.
Canadian Sniper. I'm glad you like the Valkyries.
Did you see I commented a minute ago? I tagged you, but I don't know if you saw it. I'm fitting to come home for a day in a few weeks. I might not be home. I'm not home all of October, my man. And then something you don't know, I clip and save all the great things you told me for when I'm having a bad day, adding this one to the bunch. Oh, dude. Yeah, man, you can always, like, we're buddies on Discord. If you're ever having, like, a really rough day, because I know that is a tough road ahead of you, like, feel free to shoot me a voice message. We could probably schedule some talks. Like, the name of the game is literally just survival. Your happiness is out there. You just gotta live long enough to find it, dude. We believe in you. A hammer shot is way easier to mod than a strike. It is.
Yeah.
I missed the lead up into that, but
it doesn't get as good as a strike, but it's easier.
That's
just the threshold we're going with.
I'll agree wholeheartedly.
Aw, thanks, Magic Man. He says on bad days, Foam Blast cheers him up.
This is true. I like watching the videos where the dinosaur flirts with correct.
That was a fun collab.
But your favorite was just the bloops.
I actually, legitimately, if we're going to be completely honest, my favorite Foam Blast video is just the bloops. It doesn't have enough views. If you haven't seen it yet,
just me being a goober for like 8 minutes.
Go watch it. it's just all Addy bloops, and so if Addy's personality is something that brings you joy, Addy messing up is even better, I promise. There might be 20 seconds of Drac bloops.
Smattering of Drac
and
bloops.
It's masterfully edited by Michelle, actually. It's really good.
It was a really long edit for Michelle.
That's a hard corner. For those of you that might be curious why I'm so neurotic, wicking all these hard corners, making sure that all of the fit points are flush. This is part of the service you get with a arcane grade. And I can't turn it off. If I'm making these things, it has to be as good as it possibly can. So
the team appreciates.
Whether they know it or not, yeah.
So the reason we're making 5 Caliburns right now today is that tomorrow we're going to go to the Bay Area, hopefully, and we're going to have a practice day with a bunch of the different teams up there, and Dauntless, which is why Drac is here. He's going to be on our team for the 5v5 at Ragnarok.
I was on the team last year, for the record. This isn't me like hopping on board a good thing. Like,
yes, Drac was also on the winning team last year.
I'm going to say I'm a founding Dauntless member by any metric. I couldn't play at FPT. It broke my heart. There were a lot of teams I would have liked to play on at the FPT, but it
would have been hard for you to choose, I'm sure.
It would have been difficult to choose, and I think ethically it would have been wrong to play. So it's great having a sister event like Ragnarok out in California, where I can uncork it every once in a while.
So if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area in San Jose, Michelle, what's the date? October 12th and 13th. Come and see us. We'll be here. We're there, San Jose, for Ragnarok Oktoberfest. I'm good at this.
Yeah, Spectre, I feel like Addy just more or less covered this, but to answer your question, these are the Talon Claws 14 Dauntless. I'll be using one of them with light tweaks, possibly. I have a couple of alternate blasters. I might be using a Dart Zone Pro. Haven't decided yet. But we wanted uniform, more or less, Team Talon Claws built to the same spec, in the same color, so that the team always has backup blasters. Just go and win my money back. Will do. Will do, man. So I'm happy to be bringing them to life. I have a little bit more experience building springers than Addy, so just being here kind of to help guide that process along and to give us something to do with our hands while we talk to you guys is really, really cool. Minimint, I appreciate the compliment on my timepiece. Do you recognize it, or do you just think it's a cool watch?
LA Silver Surfers has asked me if you're a bandwagon jumper. No, he's not. He was on the original Dauntless team last year at Ragnarok Oktoberfest.
I've been here since day one, like bandwagon jumper.
He helped us win the 5v5 last year.
And then accepted no prize. All I came for was the respect. To some people, that's more important. Place the quote.
Most of our team accepted no prize just because most of our team provided
prizes. Self-included, actually. Everyone in this room right now provided prizes for the 5v5.
Yeah, so we didn't take prizes. That would have been just weird.
Yeah, hey Addy, nice shirt.
This shirt, Pat can print one for you.
I'm going to say, that's the special edition.
Pat has the files.
Pat'll print you one, but you have to
ask real nice.
I'm going to say you have
pester him, probably.
Yeah, you have to ask nicely. You have the hardest part of that, though, which is the permission from Addy and Michelle, because technically the Pride ones are like special edition.
But we like you.
And you fit the mold for sure. Can I tell stream what you call Addy and Michelle?
I forgot what it was. I remember now.
It's really good. I'll wait for her permission. Is that the one that AK? Oh, Foam Blast, would you consider selling Turf Springs in the future? I don't think that Turf has distributors. Do they? I think they sell their stuff exclusively.
Yeah, I don't think they distribute.
Ooh, Spectre got my Fast and the Furious quote. Respect, man.
Anything juice in the next nerf news? Did you see the Ultra 1? That's something.
That's a thing.
That's a thing that exists, and we'll be talking about it a little bit.
We may. It's been talked about. Foam Freaks is actually in my chat. Well, I use Foam Blast for distributing my exclusive parts. I can't recommend them highly enough. It takes a lot of the.
Did it work out well for you?
I mean, it wasn't hard. I keep doing it. If I wasn't happy with it, I wouldn't still be doing it. No, it takes a lot off my plate. It lets me focus on making things and making content. And I mean, how do you beat their customer service and shipping if you can just literally pay to steal that aspect of their business alone? You're in money.
We do our best.
No one's ever complained about a Nick's cage sold through them or a tooth and nail. And what else do you say? They pay on time. They're great partners to have. Oh, look, a Tro. Oh, wow, this guy's still in here. Man, that's a lot of anger you're carrying for about 20 minutes, my dude. Green's a good color on you, dude. I hope you find your happiness. Somewhere out there's somebody who will do that for you too, I'm sure. Like, that could be your road to enlightenment. The first step is accepting yourself. And you didn't know I was gonna fight your trolling with kindness, did you? Like, I believe in you, dude. It's out there for you, I promise. That's automatically good. I'll take another one of these. Fresh stock of 10s and 18.5s. Actually, I wanted to talk to you guys over at Foam Freaks. I've been doing a lot of Springer mods recently where I wish I go into my room of materials and I wish I had stuff from you to use. And I like embarrassingly shout you guys out and be like, oh, I hope I have a Foam Freak spring for this thing. And then I don't. And so like the most recent one is I did a... Thank you for your subscription, Lost Kid Design. You only get one Twitch Prime subscription, and you chose to give it to me. Thank you. It would be real slick, actually, if we could work out some sort of promotional deal where I could have maybe like a couple of each thing, so that I don't have to look for it and hunt for it. Like, it's embarrassing to me that I'm using a spring that Orange Modworks doesn't even sell anymore in my spam. I looked it up afterwards. I'm using a Vulcan X2 spring in my spam, and then Bradley Phillips comes in and makes me feel like an idiot. He's like, hey man, you know it takes standard Retaliator springs, and I'm like, I would know that if I had any in my workshop at the time of doing it. So as long as I got you on the horn, that could be slick.
Someone's asking if it's going to be Foam Pro Tour.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, the intention for the Foam Pro Tour is, so it's going to lose money. It's just like Indoor. It's going to lose money the first few times, but like, it's never going to be serious unless you take it seriously. And if you don't commit to it over time and promote it over time and stand in front of it and behind it over time, then it won't grow. And so like, the first paintball tournaments, lost money. But we learned so much from last year's, and we've got an even better partner lined up for next year's, and we are learning a lot about referees. And again, Ragnarok is a fantastic sister event with a very similar structure, and so they're doing something unique that I'm excited to see how their tournament goes this year, and I'm super jazzed for it. I think that things like the Foam Pro Tour, things like these major invitational events are truly, and I sound silly, and I've got a vested interest in it, but I think it's the future of our hobby, and it's very meaningful to me. What filament are those parts printed in? So they're all PLA, and...
What are they, Michelle?
The blue and the white is Fusion PLA, and the pink is Silicube.
All right.
Filicube and Fusion. Filicube, Fusion. I'm just looking forward to FPT and End War next year. We are looking forward to having you. Having consistent attendance from international audiences. You're coming over with Mr. Foam Dart Thunder. Don't let the transition fool you. He's still the founder of the brand. Neil himself. You'll be in good company in your travels next year, Spectre. I'm really looking forward to having all of you. And I hope he brings his lovely family with him, because he's just got a fantastic crew. I would say it's on par. Nothing's on par with the Monkeytron crew. They're the best. Mel is best UK mom. Love you, Mel.
5 and 5.
Ah, true.
Well,
Some of them.
study up. You're gonna want to take notes on these greens. Easy to prime a blaster 300 times when you have these guns. I can't even take myself seriously, guys. I'm sorry. Who says Drac? I can go to Rag. Oh, Den. It'll be good to meet you, dude.
I am really happy that people are excited for Rag because I'm excited for Rag, and we worked pretty hard organizing it so far. And the closer it gets, the scarier it gets. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'll use the big one. You take the little one. I take the big one. All right, fine.
I just put it down.
All right, thank you.
I clipped my last clip.
You've clipped your last. Get some of that stringiness from where. I don't know.
Brett, I think your internet is bad or something.
We've got a sizable audience over here on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Even if you're not subscribed, it means a lot to me that you guys decided this was good content. And thank you for watching over on Addy's chat as well. If you're double fisting us right now in your browser, we respect it. I know what I said.
I know what you Why?
I meant it in the
Who just left their stream?
Grey Hood says they'll be...
same dude who's telling me to fillet people, probably. Like,
Grey Hood says they'll be competing in the Foam Pro Tour as well as Percy with PWM or Mag. I would vote Chronomag because Percy's doesn't...
I'm going to say Rival is not as suited. We're going to modify the rule set a little bit, but as one of the creators of Ion Rush, I'm going to be using a version of Ion Rush for the Foam Pro Tour in 2020. I also want to point out that's not necessarily a permanent situation. Just like in Magic the Gathering, the skeleton for the event is what makes it a Tournament of Champions, the Pro Tour, so to speak. And I can choose any format that suits that best. If there's something that comes up that I feel like is a better indicator of who is the best, or if Ion Rush is just tired after 2 years, there are a litany of different options out there that I think suit the top end of our hobby well.
There's
so
a ton of different game modes, and they're all fun.
they're all great, yeah. So I will be running a version of Ion Rush back, but I don't want people to get locked into that mentality. Like, it is a format. The tournament is a tournament. We got to go back real quick. So who is that? RZ, all my powder coating equipment has arrived. I'm planning on powder coating some of the metal Talon Claw hardware to get some experience for the cage. Would you have a use for that? Not asking for a review or money. I just want to give you cool shit. Let me tell you what, if you give me cool shit, I will eventually repay that in kind with brisket, with something cold and foamy, with cool shit of my own. Yeah, if you're gonna start powder coating Talon Claw hardware,
That's pretty cool.
I need some in red. Like, that's my jam, Holmes. Anything like that. I'm super into unique, cool, prototypey tinkering stuff. It has not taken long for Containment Crew in particular to realize that I can be bribed with prototypes. So, like, absolutely, I have a collection in my Nerf history archives of really cool shit. So please. Also, just congratulations. Saw your cage prototype. Looks really hot. Hope the market respects it as much as we do. I like it.
And let us know when that is ready for, like, people to buy it and stuff, because then we might talk about it on the news.
I was going to say, yeah, we've got your news segment, and if you decide that distribution's a PETA, then I've got your solution to that sitting right next to me now. So.
Who's that?
Somewhere. It's Luna over there. She'll treat him right. Damn it, that's not a real cat. But its eyes are so convincing.
So lifelike.
Why red powder coating? Because I'll put it into something sweet. Is the DZP hard to prime? I'm not going to lie to you. The first time, it's tricky. For some reason, a brand new one is... Oh, boy.
Oh, no. What happened?
It's going down for real, boys. Casual, thank you for gifting all of these subs. It's September right now on Twitch, which means that I think Casual gets a discount doing that, or at least I hope he does. But in doing so, he's just given you the ability to use a lot of my exclusive emotes. Go ahead and hit those up in your chat box, and you'll get notifications of future streams. But Casual's the man. This happens sometimes. Thank you so much, dude.
This happens sometimes.
Just
It
sometimes
does.
Casual dumps money on me via my audience, and it's respect, dude. Well, I guess I have a bunch of emotes to learn. That's how it go down.
Sounds like I have some art to do.
No. My emotes are full, actually. I used some of your art, some old art. I used some art I found hiding on my PC. Like, I do have, for high tier subscriptions, there is the large Drac seal of approval.
Excellent.
It's an old meme, Captain, but it checks out.
LA Silver Surfers is asking, would you use a Chimera in competition? Me, I would not. There are a lot of metal bars sticking out of it everywhere. There's a lot of places for your fingers to get caught, and it's a really, really, really heavy crime. I would just die.
I have a slightly different answer for a change of perspective that leads to the same destination. I like the Chimera. I have a really sweet one, actually. It was hand cherry picked for a good review by Ben of Northeast Designs, and it ultimately wound up being really nice. I will not use it in any sort of public fashion or capability as long as he still has outstanding orders for people in the community that he has not yet made good on. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I like this guy. I think that he's a good and talented designer, and I think that he's trying to be better. But if you're currently holding the bag for people and your reputation's in jeopardy, I can't promote your shit, man. Like, come on. If you're watching right now, like, give them their money back or send them their stuff. I like you. I want to see your business thrive. You do really cool design work and you dump it on the community in batches. But, like, you're no good to anybody if you're not good to the people who are supporting you, man. Make good on it. Make it right. I'd love to use a Chimera in battle. I think that they're sweet. The Prime doesn't bother me that much.
Well, you're stronger than me.
Well, I have some
By a
advantages in that.
significant
Yeah.
amount.
It does. Yeah. No, for real. Like, my body is better suited to the Chimera. I talk about it sometimes. What's happening? Spam Man, that's a tier 3 subscription. That's super duper serious. Thank you so much. Because I got a double fist Addy and Drac stream. Okay, I shouldn't have phrased it that way. I see now my mistake. Pug and some Slug just gave me his Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Mouth part good. The old mouth part good. It's a good logo. A fine meme.
Andrew Pickering is asking for advice on a 3D printer to start with for printing hammer shot parts or caliburn.
We have different answers for this, so why don't you go on ahead?
We really, really, really like our TDX1 because it's simple and the bed moves up and down instead of back and forth slinging everything around. The problem is it's $400, so... Oh, it's less than that now? Well, a little better than what I said, but still pricier than other options if you're just getting into it. But you get something and it's built and the quality is nice. The problem we're having here is
just
slicers.
flash on different parts, yeah.
And like this is this. Which camera's main? The problem we're having here is your problem. Simplify 3D, though you pay a lot of freaking money for it, it's a garbage program.
Well,
it's really, really powerful, and sometimes it has random string things that go across those parts. It's really weird. And what it does is it does a travel move.
Bye, Magic Man.
She's crying at the screen. Is it because she misses me? Cord, thank you so much for your bits donation. I will beware the zombies. Thank you so much. Dang, Pug me some Slug, making use of his new emotes. I'm sorry that Jinx is crying at the screen. Is it because she thinks that I'm in the screen and she can't reach me? Just tell her that I miss her too and hit her up with all that sweet, sweet, cute aggression. She deserves it.
She needs all the hugs.
So I think that meditating a little bit.
Good.
But I don't feel.
Good. That's our goal.
I'm glad there's no side effects.
There's some side effects. Yes, Vampire Drac. Oh man, yeah. I love her very much. I'll be home in about a week for a very short period of time. and the cute aggression the heck out of that pupper. I'm gonna hop up real quick and grab a Coke just because. Do you want anything, Addy, or are you good?
Is there anything in there?
Your
we haven't
dad's
gone shopping in a while.
Your dad's Bud Light's still in here. There's actually multiple Cokes if you want one.
Yeah, I'll take a Coke.
She drinks a Bud Light a little bit.
I will not drink a Bud Light because A, I don't like beer, and B, if I did like beer, I don't think I'd be drinking Bud Light.
Hunting deer, chasing trout, a Bud Light with the logo facing out.
Thank you.
Just sent over the menu at Vampire Drac. Well, I'm sure Michelle will see that in a minute. Scott hitting us up with the puppers bits. Thank you so much, my man. Loving it.
Oh, yeah, can you try knocking the volume down?
There's a blind button. How much? Just a little?
All right, that's.
Thank you.
We gave her the old double tap.
With Michelle running the stream, you can actually get things like audio adjustments.
That's true. That is true. Michelle managing the stream is actually making this one of my best streams ever. It's also just easy. We can focus on the conversation and the work, and the logistics of it is just going through. Don't drink and drive. This is a message from Phone Blast. Drink and nerf responsibly with eye protection. They'll even provide it.
Yeah.
Practice safe nerf.
My phone is there.
Looking for a consistent way to test springs across the hobby.
Everyone is.
I was gonna say that's the fact
and everyone wants someone else to do it because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts on like how a machine like that would be made.
Fixed it.
I think someone actually testing all the different springs we use for Nerf on a regular, like, consistent, in a consistent way would be so good for us.
Very cool, yeah.
But there's a lot of springs out there now, and it's a lot to do. And I don't think people have really agreed on the best way to go about measuring it either.
No, that's the problem. Is some people want to use constant. Some people want to use compressible power. So I realized a potential tattoo idea. It's mad. All right, lay it on me. Addy and I have already gotten matching tattoos once.
Check out.
I was gonna say hit up the gram.
Instagram.
Yeah. What is the best HVZ mission y'all have been a part of? It would be very eccentric, and it would take me a long time to tell some of these stories. But most of mine come from Golden Age HVZ, which is like 2010 through 2012 HVZ, and so a lot of them actually happened at Georgia Southern. But I had a couple of invitationals, like Reinhardt, that had some really good missions. And then honestly, like, not to self-promote or whatever, but events like Endwar. They're not all amazing missions, and one of them was distinctly sabotaged 2 years ago, which I'm still really salty about. But we've had some really good missions too. Endwar Mission 2, 2018 was fantastic. It's one of the best missions that I think it's a really good mission that was delivered to a lot of people, and that makes it very special to me.
I think my favorite HVZ mission was last year, the one that got rained out. Not because it got rained out. I ran with Speed Squad, and we literally ran through everything. We were the only ones to rescue anybody before it got rained out. And I had a lot of fun once we met up with the pack of humans again, making fun of the humans for running away from the zombies when they have Prometheus, Nemesis, and there I am holding the rear with the Triad. Come on, humans. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Monkeystron actually agrees with me. Mission 2 2018 was really good. This year's final mission is actually was designed by EOC as like a very subtle, very brotherly gift to me, believe it or not. One of my favorite missions from back in that golden age time period was we referred to it affectionately as the Riddick mission, and it's a mission that I soloed. It was a final that was designed by a mod team for me to solo after being the last human alive for 3 days on campus. I skipped a lot of class. I ate a lot of boiled peanuts out of cans. And then when it came time for the final, they were like, how do we design a mission where one human can feasibly, like, what is possible? And so that carried over into the design for this year's End War final. And it was like, because he didn't tell me anything about mission design, that was kind of important as the host of End War. I don't want to know much about that. I just kind of am a fixer for the event in all of its different aspects. And so it was really special when I get halfway into it and I ask a team of humans, I'm like, hey, what's your objective right now? And they explained it to me, and I was like, oh, man, hey, thanks, Pat. Like, the memories are so good. And then it was pretty funny because I got to tell the humans as they were floundering and trying to figure out and shouting all kinds of like, we don't know how to do this, we can't do this, it can't be done, there's too many zombies. I'm like, yo, once upon a time, one man completed this mission. Now the timing was a little bit different on some of the objectives, but it could be done by one person. C's get degrees, dog. Yes, they do. The engineering motto, like. This was sophomore year for me. Like, it was not like I was living and dying off my sophomore year classes. The humans in the last game I played were really bold. Good for them.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play with bold humans. For sure. Like, I understand why they're scared. The penalty is pretty high. Gotta put down your blaster.
Yeah, I mean, I like all aspects of HBZ. We're getting pretty close. Cord, I just want to say thank you. I'm looking at your badge now in chat. And,
I only needed the one more, I thought. 3.
It looks like you've donated more bits than I've seen, so I really appreciate all those donations. To get to number 1 in one stream is very impressive. I tip my hat to you, sir. Thank you.
That is many bits.
No glory without death. Exactly. Mission 2 2018 was hilarious from a zombie perspective. It was also hilarious watching how TK interacted with that mission. He does not lose his cool super duper often, but that he did. Victory was so close. You know what they call the guy? Oh, this is great. You know what they call the guy who graduates at the bottom of med school? Doctor. It's true.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never had a client ask me what my GPA was. They just look at that Georgia Tech certificate and they're like, all right,
Yep.
like. I've only had one client ever, and he was also a tech grad. He was like, "Did you take Dr. Dowry?" And I'm like, "I did." And he's like, "How was that?" And I was like, "Hard." And that was end of conversation. Like. Ho boy, spam, taking back the crown. Thank you for your bits.
Uh-oh, we're battling it
Scroll
out
back
over
up, or maybe he is ignoring me so as not to encourage me. I don't know what's going on, Spectre. I might have missed it. Was hilarious from a zombie perspective. I talked about that.
NorCal Nerf Club says they went to the Ragna test game in July, and the gameplay they designed is going to be amazing this year. I am so sad that I missed the test game, but I've been in on a lot of the meetings, and I am very excited.
I'm excited because I get to play.
I'm very excited.
A rare treat for me.
I'll be having my mod hat on, but I am still very excited.
Well, you're also in PC.
That is a fun way to get mods involved.
I need to
I'd rather
find
die trying to complete my mission than survive and fail my mission.
I need to
If
find
we
my
had more
chest
players
mounted
like
camera.
you, then I think that games would be significantly more exciting. I've always believed that, but I'm also a crazy person, so. Oh, it's Nerf or nothing? I don't really want to go back into that, but the brief version of why that would be a troubling thing today is you can't, when promoting to children in the United States of America, imply an element of like exclusivity or coolness or friend having this or what have you by virtue of your product. So like the extreme version is you can't be like, buy McDonald's cheeseburgers or your friends won't be your friends anymore. Like, if you eat at Wendy's, your girlfriend will dump you. Like, you can't do stuff like that. So exclusivity like that, which is heavily implied by something like, it's Nerf or nothing, is,
I could see that.
it would not fly in a modern architecture, which is why I think that rather than wait for it to become a thing, this is all speculation, by the way, I don't know any of this for a fact, but I think that one day they sat down and they were like, we're on thin ice, let's quit while we're ahead.
That's probably for the best.
And, alright, is your work surface clean?
I
A
need
box
to
that I
use
can...
you guys real quick.
I do. Okay.
Hello, hello, hello. Are we back? All right. To answer the watch question,
And I'm back. Yay.
I guess first off, it was a gift. I could never afford a watch like this for myself. And then second off, it does not come in red. It is available in an all-black version, and then blue and white is because it's Hellenic inspired. The mentor who gave it to me was like, "Oh, it's the perfect watch for a Greek," and so obviously blue and white are very Hellenic colors. So that's why it's called the Pelagos, and I appreciate the compliments on it. It's nothing crazy, but I'm a big fan of horology, so it's nice to have something that kind of connects to that world. Oh no. How long before we get confirmed dates for End War 2020? Hashtag soon. Hashtag soon.
I'll just talk to the web.
I was gonna say. Guys, I wish you could see this contorting over here. It's very entertaining, very exciting. Make it finger red. Oh, I would never paint this watch. That would be crazy. The scabbard rigs are. John has all the information he needs to start making them. Ladies, do you know what you're missing? I didn't think you did. These seat into a pusher part. They don't have pushers attached to them, so you have to glue them in to the thing that holds them like this. I'm not a doctor, but...
You know what? I think I can make those parts, but I do have some Delrin bits. I think that might be why.
Oh, well, if you've got Delrin bits, then I'm down to down. You guys have to listen to the sweet sultry sounds of my voice alone. Addy will be back soon. Sorry to disappoint. Those prints look great. They are really good. You like the fabulous color scheme. I'm happy to rock it. I've worn the uniform before. I think I make it look okay. Dibs on a breach. I don't think there are any breaches right now. Puppy Snuggles at Vampire Drac. You're killing me. Killing me. Yeah, the scabbards are on their way slowly but surely. I don't have any direct control over their time to delivery to me, but I'm very excited to get them into people's hands. There's never been tack gear quite like them, so I think it's going to be really cool. Look at all this Nerf good. Thanks, Slug. To call, hey, Lord Dirt, for this year's FPT, me and Goku were wondering if Pat could make jerseys. He absolutely will. You have to pay him, but he will. He would be happy to. Just register the same team. Where the breach is at. Building them. Y'all need the RAM bases. That's what I'm telling them. They say that they have Aceto ones, so... Imagine spending money on an FDL. Yep. It's a lot. There are definitely less expensive ways to get the same results, but they do good work. I would much rather buy the kits from FDL and build your own. You wind up with an ultimately nicer package, but product package, set, kit, I don't know. Plus you get the pride of knowing that you made choices and executed them yourself. Viva Veggie. No, Addy ran away. What do you think End War will be? Try to come. End War 2020 confirmed Penn State. I've got a date more or less locked down. I just can't announce it quite yet. Will you ever make the scabbard rig again? Unlikely. Science points no. Can you still get one? Nope, you missed the boat. It was a one shot. I told everybody about it. I don't even feel bad telling people no. I'll sell you one for $1,000. Casual's gonna make that money. I will not be surprised to see people reselling them at a premium. That will not surprise me at all, because there are definitely people who wanted them and did not get them. Have you ever heard of Warhammer? Yes, I used to manage a comic book store. I'm very familiar with Warhammer, its lore, etc. I sold a lot of Warhammer. The best coast pairing app? If so, do you think best cost pairing app? I'm actually not familiar with what you're talking about, so
might work.
I jumped the gun. One day everyone will have an FDL. They most certainly will not. Do we only have 2? Okay, gotcha. These are from Frontline Foam, which is Derek Sun's attempts to rebrand himself. To be fair, if I had started like Derek, I would want to rebrand myself too. These look nice though. What does he sell these for? Huh. It's the first time seeing of these. This is a Delrin plunger seat for I guess a Caliburn or a Talon Claw or anything. I like it though. I think it's cool. End War 2021 should be in Austin, Texas. Keeping it weird. Unlikely. Hi, Drac and Abby. I'm back. Well, welcome back, but her name is Addy. For Adriana. I'm so happy because I might be able to come. I might explode. Can't wait. Somebody says, roasted! Yeah, he who is ethical within the hobby can make jokes about he who is not. Boom. It's a fun little life lesson. Can you follow me on Instagram? That used to be a Patreon reward, and I've maintained it through now. I'll follow you on Instagram if you follow me on Patreon. How about that? Shoot me a message over there. What's your opinion of Throne of Eldraine so far? Power level keeps creeping up. A lot of the cards look really cool. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it on Arena. I'm a sponsored Arena player and the official Ral Zarek for Wizards of the Coast, so I'm excited. Marry Your Mom, thanks for the follow. The ITC is a tournament organization that allows local tournaments to be part of a larger league. In theory, something similar could be done. Competitive Nerf isn't at the level yet that we need feeder tournaments for larger tournaments. I was very pleased with the overall level of sportsmanship and competitive spirit at the Foam Pro Tour. If we get to that point, we'll definitely do qualifiers of sorts. So I missed the start. What is the purpose of these builds? Giveaway or team blasters? These are consistent team blasters sponsored by Captain Slug for Dauntless to use. And one of them will be given away as discussed earlier in this stream. But how's the smoker working out? Honestly, Spam, I'll talk to you about it after stream. It's a fantastic gift. I really appreciate it, and it's doing exactly what I need to at this point in my smoking career, my barbecue career. But it definitely, as of it's done 3 briskets now, and I've discovered its limitations. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's quite good. I'm going to be doing a salmon for Halloween, actually. I'm going to smoke a secure plank salmon. And Addy's going to eat it. Because we're going to wait for her to get down there. That'll be in Orlando, if people are interested. In the next brisket, I don't know when the next brisket's going to be, which is why I was really hoping that you could make it to... Alright, Shooting Foam. I get that you want me to follow you on stuff, but you gotta pay it forward. Hit me up off chat. So you have tubes and rods for Nerf. These are Nerf things. Do you have super glue for Nerf?
Somewhere. Josh can probably grab super glue from there.
Because we're gonna need it to sit that bad boy inside. Do you need a hand? I can't. Do you need a hand? Is that mean? Tons nuts. That's a lot of nuts.
So I don't know if we're supposed to use those, or those are supposed to just go to Ton.
It's nuts how much Ton has. They're actually the same. These are standard hardware. There's nothing special about these. Yo, we're gonna be fine. We're just gonna build Talon claws. This is standard hardware. Alright. Dude, Drac is making me happy. Thanks. That's hungry. Oh, I mean,
Do you also?
I could make you happy if you'd let me. Are you missing one of these?
One more.
I only have 4.
I have none.
I know, and it feels unfair for me to bogard 4 when you have none. But we should have a 5th one, right?
There's not one.
Alright, well, you know what? We're just going to make as many of these suckers as we can. We're just going to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, well, we really get done.
Gotcha.
Oh, we only have 2.
Yeah.
Alright, we've cut this stream down considerably.
I was gonna say.
Last is 2.
We'll still finish them. What happened with Frontline Foam? I'm not here to talk shit about people. If you know, you know. If you don't, like, that's fine too. He's working hard on being a better business ethically, and I'm not here to stand in his way. So.
I think my mic has been charged enough to be worth powering on now, which is what I was trying to do before.
Is it on now?
It's on now. I just turned it on.
Yeah, you're talking.
I've just been talking more loudly
So that you can.
until now.
Was a good show, but no one came. Oh, dude, Orlando, I'm in Daytona. Unfortunately, the nature of the client that I do work for in Orlando is not such that I can invite people the same way I do at my home. At my home, I invite pretty much anybody who wants to come eat. This client...
It's pretty impolite to invite people to other people's homes.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could feed everybody, but I'm probably only doing 1 fish, and I'm probably only feeding about 6 people with it. So... I will post photos of it, and if it turns out super special awesome, then I'll do one up on my smoker up home. Up home. That's English for you.
So I get your practice fish. I see how it is.
Look, I've done cedar plank salmon before. I'm not pitching you B game here, all right? Like, you're getting the real deal.
I better be.
You are. It's real fish, real catties.
I deserve the best.
You do. You do. That's why you married so well. Addy has taste.
Not good taste.
Did you grab the super glue, Michelle?
No, I forgot what I was looking for.
Pug in some love. Thank you for the follow. Have we gotten any super chats over here? I've actually had a really good.
We've not.
I've had a really good stream.
I also don't know how many viewers I have because it doesn't show on the super chat thing, and if I minimize this and I accidentally click on it, where is the mouse? There it is.
I am sad I have no biscuit.
I guess I see
33?
33.
That's solid. That's very respectable. Somebody in this YouTube chat over here, give my little sister a super chat. We'll say whatever you super chat. I'll repeat it, no matter what it is.
Need to know, Neo Veggie needs to know where they can find updates on Inboard. That's really easy.
I was going to say, that's my YouTube channel, or the Facebook page, or the official Instagram. And we're working on something. I've been talking to Addy about it. We're working on something pretty sexy coming up by the end of the year, where all of your Inboard dreams will come true. It's a one-stop shop for stuff. It's gonna be good. Don't drag my secrets out into this chat.
Follow the Inboard HPG Facebook page.
Moist Stingray. Oh boy, what a username. I do agree with that sentiment though. Certainly. He said something.
Okay.
I can't for a little while talk about it, but it's this one right here that I agree with.
Okay.
Um,
I also agree with you from photos that I've seen.
oh, and to Calbean, there is a 0% chance that your statement is accurate. The DZP is a fantastic blaster designed for us.
So when we talk about that blaster, are you just gonna like turn around and let me talk about it?
If you want, it's right here. I think it's sitting
What?
in there.
No, not the DZP.
Oh,
The other one.
yeah, I'm gonna
You're just gonna
scoot
be-
off, and I'm just gonna be like, that depends. If I get like a formal answer in
Yay,
time,
Sam.
we might just be going to war. What do we got? Advertise Ragnarok Oktoberfest. Spam coming in with that super chat.
Alright, since Spam asked, I guess I'll do it.
Oh man, are you sure you can handle it?
I think I can handle it. Ragnarok Oktoberfest, October 12th and 13th.
She thought she could handle it.
It's
Those
that
are
Saturday.
the
The
correct.
Saturday and Sunday of that week, anyway. It's gonna be great. San Jose. The mod party is the day before on the Friday night.
It's gonna be lit.
It'll be a real good time. Come see me. Come see Drac. Come see Michelle. Come see Beret. Come see. I think Mr. Nathan's going.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Come see. Who else is there? I mind is blanking.
Is Chelo gonna be there?
He hasn't confirmed, but I would assume
I
he.
think he said he's 1%.
I know Walcron was trying. Cord22, thank you very much for the super chat. Drac is sparkling sometimes.
Oh boy. I don't know what that was. What I just did was weird. I don't understand it. That's how you emote sparkling, I guess.
Apparently.
Advertise Northeast Outings takeover. I don't know what you're even talking about. Who?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what that is.
you gotta donate in my chat if you want me to advertise something I've never heard of. Drac, do you know when the Dark Zone Pro is shipping? Alright, so like low key, no promises. I contacted Dark Zone recently to talk to them about Ragnarok Oktoberfest. They agreed to a kind of sponsorship, and I know that Dark Zone Pro told me people, regardless of their order, should have them in hand October 10th. So the fact that Moist Stingray is saying it's
That's
going to,
cutting it close.
it is.
But
Moist
be
Stingray
good.
says that they're shipping
Super
October
chats.
4th.
Thank you, Alexis.
There they are.
Thank you again, Spam.
Sup,
All it took
chat.
was you saying something.
I know.
I have no sway.
Now you've made more money than I have. That's good though.
Super chats are better than bits.
They actually are. Like both in terms of how much you get versus like it is.
Like
but
bits are fun because you're like, oh, I got 500.
no, it's about, for me, it's about diversifying my platform. I have to be on Twitch. I'd be doing way better on YouTube Live, but I can't trust YouTube. I've been fooled before.
Yeah, YouTube is not something we're depending on for money. That's for sure.
He who depends on YouTube winds up disappointed.
I did think.
He did it again.
Oh, again.
Yeah, he doubled
I think
down.
I said it again, but if not, thank you, Spam. Again. I hope that you're right.
Who is that Alex guy? Sounds tall.
I bet he's tall and handsome. Alex is on my team, Team TDH. Tall, dark, and handsome. Didn't go out of style, it just went out of fashion. We're bringing it back. Alright, we gotta leave these for a minute to get nice and amalgamated. I'm pretty sure water is the catalyst for super glue. We can just run them under the faucet.
Advertise Austin, Texas Community Wars. Hashtag Austin Nerf Club. If you're in the Austin area and you want to play Nerf, apparently that's the place you can do it.
There's a club for you.
I think there's a couple clubs in Texas, so that's really cool.
YouTube keeps making bad decisions. Yes. Yes, they do. I don't know why we're... do you think there are going to be more blasters in the Dark Zone Pro line? All I can say about that is that it entirely depends on the success of the first one, and that's not...
Something's called Mark 1.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
expect
I'm not a doctor,
Mark
but they
2.
probably have a Mark II in the works, because that's...
Just waiting to pull the trigger, maybe.
The conversations that they've had with me, which might be somewhat baiting. Yo! Advertise rideable potatoes.
Hang on, before you do that, thank you, NorCal Nerf Club, and I am very excited to see you in October. Alright, sorry.
All we had to do is start talking about the money, and it's happening now. Good for you. I feel like you should talk for 5 times as long about NorCal Nerf Club as I should about Sam's rideable potatoes.
I haven't been to NorCal Nerf Club. Is that Sacramento?
I don't know.
Because NorCal is like an area we can maybe get to. So
LA Silverworks 4-team Dauntless.
the West is best. You right.
I'm like
I
low-key
hate it.
jealous.
Based on
I-
your current metrics.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm like jealous of your super chats.
Did you miss
I'm quitting Twitch, boys.
Miss all the stuff?
Subs are 250 a pop.
Yeah.
Were there? How many were there?
Casual games is at least 10
Oh,
earlier.
we might be neck and neck. We'll compare at the end. It'll be exciting. Stream stopped.
Uh-oh. Maybe that's what it is.
For everyone?
I think it's just for the,
Oh, so this is stopping.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Junior 7 saying that you should come to an NIC where they're hosting in Florida. Are you
I
going
can-
to the one that we're going to in October?
There's one in Florida.
Yes.
When?
so we can do more of it.
I can go. Do you have any NIC Warriors left in Florida?
Just the one.
I didn't say that sounds like cocky or whatever, but like if you're gonna drag me all the way out to your NIC war, like who will challenge me?
We're just gonna already be in Orlando that week, so it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it's convenient. We'll go. I'll ride with them.
We actually had them reschedule the war so that we could be
Hot.
there, since we would be in Orlando May as well.
Let me know if we're live again, guys. It says buffering here, but
Uh-oh.
I mean, it should be working. Everything looks
everything's clear. It's jittery. I'm hungry.
That's all this Coca-Cola, the caffeine.
Yeah, I can't handle it. It's
I
so
could try,
twitchy.
I could try,
Oh, no.
Refreshing the whole thing.
Check my my internet. Here. Okay.
Do you have pins? Do you have takedown?
We have to get that after she figures out.
Yeah, let's one thing at a time. Yeah, we're definitely needing. Audio is still good. Cool.
Alright, more people are talking, so maybe
Maybe we're back.
we're back. Viva Veggie says they have to go, but thanks for inspiring me to try to make my own community in Connecticut. It's going well, and war with 7 others this weekend. That's awesome.
That's if you build it, they will come.
7 people is a good turnout too. Like,
It is.
You can get some good games in with 7.
I'm gonna say 7 plus you is 8. That's 4v4 all day, every day. The 150 cap war is in October. That is not NIC. You might be confused. Doe. I'm confused now. Is it an NIC war or not?
I think maybe one is an NIC war and another event is a 150 cap. I don't know.
We want to go to the NIC war, or the. I'm actually happy with either.
I will be there in October.
Yeah,
whatever is October.
That is when we are there. These are bits that we can install now if we are so. Oh, hey Siri. Well, you guys don't print the grip inserts either.
I hate the trigger guard. I always cut my finger on it.
Huh.
It's
I'm
not
saying you
fair.
don't print the grip inserts
Yeah.
either, though. Y'all ain't.
Yeah, there. I wouldn't mind.
All right.
The inserts, just an extra piece.
Your boy followed. Are we back? Somebody says welcome back.
Hopefully we're back.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm
Stu.
Addy, and this is Lord Bionicle,
Yay!
king of all the Bionicles.
I wish I knew anything about Bionicle
Do you really
lore.
not know anything about it? It's basically just a straight ripoff of Pacific Islander lore.
Did not know that.
The Matanui. Some of the words are just like literal rips. Someone's killing the upload there. It's us.
Yeah. It was me. The whole time.
My host just came back. Thank you for hosting. Hopefully we're live again.
Alright, so
We're trying.
Here.
There's nothing wrong with this, but upload is fine.
Hopefully the stream is working again.
I can check my live. feed. Hit play. Finland, I can make you a custom one, bro. It looks like we're live. That's what I'm currently working on, so that makes sense. We are building the Team Dauntless Talon Claws. Correct. Adding regular moisture to our super glue parts here. Sometimes you really got to use your throat, you know what I mean?
No.
Addy's like, no, there's a line to even what I'll tolerate.
I put up with a lot of you. Like.
It's fair. It's okay. There's the possibility that we've been spared my terrible joke by the buffering. Who knows?
Which one did you check?
I checked my Twitch.
YouTube says still choppy, now no video. Cool.
Awesome, yeah. Video is running at like 1 frame per minute.
We're working on it. Michelle's trying to figure it out.
There's literally no reason to be doing it. I don't know.
Hopefully we come back.
I'm gonna say mine are just saying that the audio is good.
Yeah.
It's like it's something.
I mean, it's been running on the same exact setting for the last 2 hours. It's fine. I don't understand why it's all like that.
Baby got bad.
Oh, someone said yay. But maybe that means it's back?
I mean, I'm trying to watch it on the thing and video.
I wish I could tell you guys what was going on.
We can definitely talk Finland. Yeah, we can making a shirt happen by then is not going to be too terribly difficult. Yeah, my audience says audio is good, but video is bad.
I don't know why we're not dropping these frames. Like everything looks really well.
Do you do giveaways on Patreon? Not anymore. I just use Patreon to sort real customers from Looky Lures. And so most of the contract work that I do now is through Patreon or repeat customers. There we go. Things are smoother now.
Hey.
Awesome. If it fixed itself, great.
Yeah.
Michelle did such a good job.
For
Yeah.
magic.
Michelle really sprinkled some fairy dust on and got us back at it.
I didn't put my phone in yet.
These blasters are going to look so pretty. They're going to look fabulous.
Curly says, step 1, grab a sledgehammer. Step 3, buy new equipment.
Ooh.
We've already bought new equipment.
This is the new equipment.
We misplaced our camera in the move. I've seen it in this house. We just
It's somewhere. Like everything's like somewhere.
couldn't find it. Did you use these screws for this? Because it's just
Hey
it
girl.
doesn't make any sense.
Hey girl.
No.
Hey. You do.
Oh, you put this.
But you gotta
that part
put
in.
this little deuterino in there.
That makes sense.
And then they got something to chew on. They hungry. Grab 3 of these bad boys and I'm gonna start working on the front. Do you have the requisite wrenching? 2 of them.
These 2 work. Mostly. I've also misplaced most of my wrenches.
What springs will be used? I think they're all designed to work off K26.
Yeah, we're using all K26 for these.
Ooh, you're right. That's chewy.
Yeah, it's rough. It's not pleasant. It's possible.
Once you get it on, you're good.
I threaded all the way through a lot of the rods So it's possible. It's not the wrong thread.
Do you do small commissions? Not for a really long time. Generally, the part where, and this sounds mean, so like you would just have to have kind of been in my shoes to understand why. But right around the time you did it, that people start asking for like bargains is right around the time that I check out. Like I'll do a small commission for a repeat customer, but I will not. Like I'm not here to negotiate a contract under $100 because I have an engineering degree and I do really good work at this point. I have over 1,000 contract builds under my belt, and like I do charity builds all the time. Like if there's a really good cause or a good event or something like that, like my soul is clean in terms of my low cost commissions, but I can't be negotiating.
How much time would you spend on YouTube to make $100? Like filming, editing, and any other prep that needs to be done.
I mean, these are sort of sensitive questions,
That's true.
but the
That's
answer
true.
the answer to that,
shorter than it takes
yeah,
to do a $100 commission.
and that's just YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I get paid to do consulting, and we measure those with direct deposit. Like we went from living paycheck to paycheck to living direct deposit to direct deposit. We made it. So as much as like there was a point in time where my contracts could be paid for with chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A.
It is not that time.
Like we're not there anymore. Now that said, there are plenty of guys out there that do good work at prices in that wheelhouse. Like fire breathing was there for that. Like you could go hit up Crow does very fair work at a very fair price, but he's still going to cost you more than $100. Come on, this one's stuck.
Yeah, they're.
TK does really good work at a pretty cheap price.
I didn't know TK did commissions.
He does, and they're very affordable, very fair. Not really. Actually, you have to basically want.
He's colorblind as well, right?
Yes, he is the only other person
you
I've
wouldn't
met.
want him picking your colors.
Yeah, he's. What do you actually do in the engineering world? I don't use my engineering degree outside of the design consulting I do in toy world. My engineering degree is technically compy. What it really does is prove that I'm a competent individual. I don't do a lot of programming in my day-to-day, but I can, and that's what the degree is for. You have flyers that don't. Yeah, we gotta convince this bad boy to go on because he doesn't want to.
He's not happy with it.
He's not a happy boy. Two of my favorite people. Thanks.
Aww.
Addy's one of my favorite people.
I'm a whole person.
If I was to do an above $100 commission, where would I go? I mean, above 100, but like under 300. I think you could get good work from Valor. You could get great work from Crow. And Steven does solid stuff too if you want something in Steven's style.
I'm pretty pleased with
Why can't this one?
Valor made this proton, or you can see he painted up this proton for me. I think it came out really, really, really nice. Which camera? Oh, okay. I didn't have anything specific in mind when I sent him the proton. I was just like, I want you to paint this for me. Go. And I'm really pleased with how it came out. So I'd suggest Valor.
Once more with feeling.
I would suggest Valor.
A noble quality. Oof. This is, if you guys can't see my hand right now, this is work.
Yeah, right. Some of them are real stuck.
Oh, I'm not like encouraging it. Like, look at the gnarly claw that we're having to do to get the grip on here, right? Isn't the Talon claw a smaller caliber? It is. I don't know if I have all the qualifications to manage a Chick-fil-A franchise. I'm more of like a start me somewhere small. Let's open up a CBD oil shop. Those seem to just literally print money. Like that's a good business to be in these days. I heard.
Yep.
Mrs. says hello. She loves her Women of Nerf shirt, Addy.
Yay! I'm glad.
I saw her at Dragon Con. She is just so sweet.
Good.
It's
This
She's so ridiculously fit.
Oh.
Do you know who I'm talking about? She's the professional bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, I've seen her comments on some
Yeah.
this way, right?
What do we? So you kind of build it, and then the coupler goes in the back.
But the hole is too small.
Yeah, so we can't build any of it until we go get a 3/16 drill bit and carve all of these out so that these fit the bits.
All right.
All right, we'll lose Addy temporarily. Oh, there she go.
I wonder if we can still.
I needed a Nerf tube.
Going around.
And Drac, we enjoyed meeting you at Dragon Con. Enjoyed dinner. I'm glad. Yeah, our little Dragon Con family dinner tradition has been going strong for a while now. It makes me very happy. I returned and I've dropped down to 3 on the bits chart. We're gonna have to get consistent with this, so it sounds like Addy. I'll fix Addy's work stream. Don't worry about it. She won't even know it happened. It's the right one. It's just backwards. No. This is fine. It's just backwards. I gotta fix it before she notices.
Oh right.
Is it? Oh.
There's, Addy, you put the Tom style buttons in there, they don't work with that balance very well.
Is it really not? This was yours. I disassembled it. I'm sorry. Also, it was backwards.
Oh.
They go this way.
Yep. Which one? The pink one?
This one's slow. This one's good.
Okay, what about this one?
So hopefully,
Then since
one
we're
of
just
these
building
two
2,
or one
this
of
will be
these
fine
is
for now.
spot.
What about this one that I've already threaded through?
Big.
So, I think that's the Tom version. Yeah, it's the Tom version.
Okay, so I should take.
I think 3/16 might be one
Mine
missing.
is, it allows you to use larger pipes, but it doesn't get a very good grip on the top.
Actually makes sense to me. It was awesome to finally meet you at APOC, Nerfing Jack. It was good to meet you too, dude. You get obscure references, you get sub. Very simple. Casuals given Mystic Zealot a sub. Hey, that's Tim.
Alright, I don't think.
Oh man, hey Tim, good to see you.
I don't think that we have a 3/16, but this is slightly smaller.
Look with your special eyes. But I have special eyes, my brand.
So now I have to find the drill.
Casual will be at Foam Fest, actually. And then afterwards, if the rumors, if the legends are true, Casual and I have a date with Adventure after Foam Fest. Not that Foam Fest isn't already an awesome adventure, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. A refined and fair formula. Hey, bud. Who's that? Oh. Okay. Saying hello. Oh, that's chewy inside.
We didn't have a direct size one. So we just gotta wiggle it.
Yeah, you know, just kind of shove it in and wiggle it around a little, and eventually it'll loosen up. Addy doesn't indulge me very often, which is for the best. Like, yeah. See? Oh, hell yeah! I assume he's talking about the travel plans, not my bad joke.
Hopefully the drill isn't super loud and obnoxious. That would be sad.
You like sushi? You like anime? You like other weird shit? Then I have a trip for you. It's gonna be good times. Who printed the stuff? Addy and Michelle printed the stuff. Slug sponsored the team with the hardware. Ooh, that was unpleasant.
And some of the parts were designed by Tentacles.
Speaking of the land of rising sun. Not because he's Asian, because of Tentacles. Talking about anime and sushi and stuff. What? Not because he's Asian.
Just because it's weird.
Just because it's weird. Alright, got that on. Do we have rod covers?
Yes.
Good. That sounds like an awesome trip. It's going to be exciting. Never seen the clear rod covers before.
Well, they'll go great with our color scheme.
Oh. Okay. Sure it is, Slug. Yo, Al, what do I gotta do to line up a cave war at Foam Fest? The people want cave war. Cave war.
Cave war. It'd be fun. Yes, Drac is also streaming this on his Twitch. And
Yeah,
I'm streaming it on youtube.com/PhoneBlast if you're watching from Drac's Twitch.
That's true. YouTube.com/PhoneBlast.
Guess what? You can watch both at the same time.
Twitch.tv/VampireDrac. You should watch both at the same time. We call that double fisting.
Oh, why?
Because I can't. That's doubling down on your dirty mistakes.
If you keep saying that, we'll mute you. We have controlled your mic.
Oh man, it's true. They have unlimited power.
We control the media.
Are you spoiling us with more games? It's true, they are. That's what they do. Monkeytron Collective spoiling the UK Nerf community since 2015. That was a guess. I don't know when it. Ghastly's up in here. Cave war. Yes. Indulge my mob mentality until I get what I want.
So you do transform into a bat?
Yes, that's how it.
Okay.
That's the real reason. You caught me, Addy. Spad, thank you for the follow. Thanimal, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, both of you guys. We need to talk to Chris at Games of Foam. Excellent. It's all coming together. Oh my, double trouble.
This is not going well.
You drilling?
Yeah.
Is it because we don't have the right size bit?
And that is exactly what the problem is.
I feel like that would have an impact on the landscape. Unfortunately, Caves is a bit far away from Foam Fest. But I'm sure the guys that run it could look into the week before or after. Sam!
Yay,
Dumping down the bits! I have $5 left on my Apple gift card, so here you go. Thank you for the bits.
I got another donation from Sam. He said he's double fisting the dual streams.
Double fisting the dual streams. It would be... Nah, that's cheesy to say. I was like, it would be impressive if he donated to both at the same time.
Don't tempt him.
I know. I can't indulge that behavior.
Come back, chat. Come back to me.
I want to see if I get recognized. You are my favorite nerfer and vampire. Been with you since before the face reveal. Dude, thank you so much. That's
been a while.
That's a lifetime of loyalty right there, my man. Appreciate it. You mortals have so little time to give. To give so much to one person is very meaningful. Thank you. Whoa, biddies. Big ol' biddies. I prefer little biddies anyway. She lives in a constant state of disappointed in me. But she laughs the whole time. So, is my dignity worth her amusement? You be the judge, stream. It is. It is. How many Talon Claws are finished? Collectively, maybe 75% of one. Addy and I are both.
This is not going as well as I hoped.
Addie's trying to remount these holes. All joking aside, it looks like a real struggle for her.
We don't have the right size drill bit. Apparently we forgot to print RAM bases.
Yeah, there have been a couple of hiccups along the way.
And there's another part.
Advertise. I mean, I'm not going to advertise a nerfing organization that refused to 5v5 me at APOC.
Oh.
When they locate their spines, remove the saran wrap, and decide to use them, maybe we'll start giving them shout-outs. Looking forward to seeing you boys at Foam Pro Tour this year. Actually, can't wait. No joke. Nothing but love.
Oh no.
As long as you have Van James, nothing but love. If you ever, if Van dies, we riot. Oh boy.
Mistakes.
I mean, that was your first mistake.
Yay!
Yay! Man hands. The belief. I gave bits. Thank you for the bits, though. So I have number 3 on bit giving. It's a noble cause, really. The competitive aspect to putting money in my pocket, so I maybe someday can buy a sports car. All donations are appreciated, none are necessary.
It's a worthy cause.
A worthy cause. What'd I say, noble? It's noble. How fast I want to go. I'm not looking forward to having to do this for mine.
Just,
do you have any other bits?
Like, the next biggest one is really big. I did, and I brought the 2 that might possibly work out, and one's really small. Still froze. Oh no. Yeah, I don't.
Yo, this is the right size bit. I don't know what's going on. That's a 3/8, so like we should be fine. Tough times at Piedmont High.
I do not understand.
Double pledging since you said it. Love you, bro. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Oh, he did it at the same time! He split the difference. Thanks, man. Or just more Nerf blasters and magic cards. No, like for real, there is a Corvette fund. It is my dream car. I want to have one before children. Where'd it go?
Can you get a car seat in the back?
There's no back. That's the best thing about a Corvette.
Oh, there's a Miata down the street that's like all riced up, and there's a car seat mounted on the roof.
No, on the trunk.
Well, it's like on a rack on top of the car.
Respect. Respect this man. Sticking to his principles, chasing his dreams.
I hope he doesn't actually put a kid in it, but
I kind of hope he does.
Idea.
Like, I think I respect him more if he's got a child in this thing. This is my son, Little M. Stands for Little Miata. I care about 2 things: my car and my family. Not mixed together.
In that order.
It's the most noble of quests to put all of the horses into Castle Drac. Goku
Charlie
knows
Rose
what's up.
says #get adding more bits.
I might have a present for you at Indoor.
I don't know how you give me bits, not being on Twitch.
The bits go to me, the cash money donations.
Well, I do have a Twitch.
You have to be affiliated.
That's true. But I do have a Twitch. Follow me. CMDR_CheeseWhiz.
That's true.
Commander CheeseWhiz. That's me. I play Elite Dangerous sparingly.
And notably, notable accomplishments are commenting on my Twitch.
Oh my god, it's probably been over a year since I played Elite Dangerous. And that's very sad. I missed all the aliens.
Thank you for the bits nerfing, Jack. I look forward to your Indoor present, possibly. We don't have any of the end boys. It's okay. In Ton's parts, he had some end boys, and I like using end boys to crank through some of these rough ends. So we're gonna grab that.
They are pretty rough. Yeah, I got some ends in here.
Alright, well, I'm just temporarily.
Stealing Tom's nuts.
You know, well, in my defense, that's a lot of nuts.
They were even labeled.
Yeah. I'm that guy. That's why I can't. Does not play well with others. Steals nuts. AC Cobra kit car is my sports car dream.
Squirrely says a Corvette's only good for breaking the law, but a 4x4 can be powerful and fun.
I mean, and slow.
My truck is very slow.
I know what I'm about.
0 miles an hour, as in it does not move.
Step 1, we find a horse. Then we put it in Drac's house. I'm just going to call it Bojack and drink with it. Like, horse is notably very good at drinking beer.
I'm seeing if this is going to work out better for me than the drill. So far, no.
Oh man, some of these old Nerf tubes are
right?
taking a while. Tuning this is not easy, boys. I sent Baby Jinx picture and video at Vampire Drac. I look forward to it. Drac would just befriend the giant beast. I'm not like an accomplished one or anything, but I am accomplished would be the wrong word, but experienced equestrian. If you put a horse in my house, I'm just gonna like start taking it to the gym. Like, that's a legally operatable thing on Georgia roads. So I think that'd be awesome. The owner of my gym would be like, hey man, you can't park that there. And I'd be like, legally, I can. Why don't you take him some water? He thirsty. His name is Francis, or Bojack. I think Bojack would be a really good name for a horse that you ride to the gym.
Will Bojack go to the gym?
Bojack needs to lose some pounds, so yeah, I'll put him on a treadmill.
But would Bojack go to the gym?
Bojack, go wherever Bojack wants. He weighs a lot more than the people who would stop him. Somebody said Moist Stingray hot take every time. Moist Stingray hard agree. Can't say more than that.
Right. Is there a bit one size bigger than this? Because that might be the way to go.
That's a you decision. If you're destroying your coupler, you're doing it on your own.
We have a printer.
That's true. We'll make another one. Can you talk about NIC? NIC is old school high FPS wars, traditionally classified as wars where the blasters are almost exclusively homemade and derived from the snap/rainbow pump kind of.
The real question is, what do you want to know about it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'll talk more about it. I'm one of the last remaining like real NIC players from when that was the most popular form of nerfing outside. So like, let me know what you want to know. I'll take Drac on my Ducati Street Fighter. I mean, that sounds very fast. That sounds pretty cool. What's the top speed of a Ducati?
Fast motorcycles are way scarier than fast cars.
They are. Yeah, you're not Bojack and Jinx. They'd get along well. A horse going around the streets of Atlanta. I think that's the plot for the most popular music video of 2019. Gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I think that dude's from Atlanta.
Wait a second. Michelle, you said you don't have this much trouble with yours. You don't have your pinball away in.
Oh boy, that's a fast way to crack it up. My local legislature is trying to legalize drinking while on horseback. My real question there is, who made it illegal to drink on horseback? The horse is doing all the driving. You just have to be on board. Drinking on a horse should be like drinking in a limo. It should be expected and encouraged.
I'm confused about why limos get separate laws.
I think it's because there's a separation between the driver cabin and the passenger cabin.
So, So,
I mean, you can. There's a door. Like,
there's nothing wrong with breaking the back of the pickup truck in.
agree. Tentatively agree.
As long as you have safe enough seats.
Alpha troopers in both hands. I would pay good money for that fan art, actually. So what is the advantage of a Talon Claw over a Caliburn aside from form factor?
It's way smaller and it's much lighter. I can run way faster holding a Talon Claw than I can holding a Caliburn. I can get the blaster above cover.
You can be tighter up
faster
against
than
your
I can with
cover.
a Caliburn.
You can move around cover quicker. It travels easier.
Being
So
smaller is better in my opinion.
the answer is form factor, and in particular, like to piggyback off of what Addy said, like the Caliburn is designed as pretty much a 3D printed version of old school NIC homemades, which were made primarily by and for tall, lanky boys. And so we never really cared about the fact that a full K26 is a foot of compressible spring, and to get a barrel on top of it and a catch has you out to here. That didn't bother us. But like when children and Addy-sized adults started playing, like that being the de facto form factor was a problem. So we tried everything from ESTLs, which suck, to double rainbows all the way, which are okay, but not as efficient. And so it's really cool that the Caliburn being 3D printed is super easy to shrink. And spring constant doesn't necessarily... That was going to be brutal on audio, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. Spring constant doesn't really change that much with active link, so it's cool.
I mean, I get almost the same power out of my Talon Claw as I do out of my Caliburn.
That's sort of what I'm getting at.
It's,
proper tuning can make up for that. Like, Talon Claws are cool.
you don't need the whole spring.
TDH. How would you prime? With your teeth. If there's one in each hand, you can either slam fire them against each other, or you can just grab them with your mouth and go like we used to do with Mavericks. The horse will take care of that. He primes them for you.
What the heck? Why?
Alright, let me see.
Now I got stuck again. There we go. So you shouldn't be that hard, right? And you got it stuck.
Yeah, not the best. Alright. This is a nightmare.
Yes.
Let me see this.
We might get one build.
We might get none, Bill. I don't want to do this. This is... We could just go buy the bit, get dinner, watch some Letterkenny, do this again tomorrow. Or tonight. Like, this could be a perfect opportunity to take a spring break. Spring... I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. No, I'm not going to watch you struggle for 30 minutes with one hole. Like, we can just buy the right part.
Foam Freaks, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Ragfest. It'll be a good time.
You ignored my bits. Gray, thank you so much. Appreciate it. That's your 10 cents. Your 2 cents is free. That's why I have my DZP for next year. I think that's going to be so sweet. You look so young, LOL. I assume we're talking about something else. Like, I'm immortal. I've looked the same forever.
Kryptonic, I normally take worker darts because I've been using mostly half length lately. When I use full length, I don't take anything. I use whatever jumps in the bin. It's fine.
Somebody says Letterkenny. We apparently never saw any of the specials.
Yeah.
Foam Freaks, yo, dude, you matched the bid on. Aw, man, thank you so much. What a great donation. What a great tradition we've started. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much.
This works out great.
This is. We both have better streams when we stream together.
Other than the build. The build's separate.
Well, I mean. But we win, and that's what matters.
Yes, we win.
Gray says, I have more. Thank you so much. You ignore me disagreeing with your Zombie Strike tier list. Alright, what is your one correction? If I gave you one correction, Ray, what would it be? Oh, and that's all the time we have, boys. Looks like we've got to go buy the right bit. Dang, such a shame. We were about to get wisdom from the man himself, End War moderator, SENC admin extraordinaire Ray. He was going to tell us all about how he knows more about Zombie Strike blasters than the dude who's used literally all of them. But you know what? I mean, that's the kind of wisdom that's timeless, and really we'll get to enjoy it later on tonight when we revamp the stream back up. I saw Finland. I thanked them explicitly. Thank you for reminding me. But I think we're just waiting on Michelle to sign us off. Brainsaw is not a rough cut. All right, that makes sense. If Ray was gonna have one complaint, that would be it.
Are we planning on bringing the stream back later?
Do we want to bring it back tonight?
I don't know. I haven't cut yet, so that's up to you. But you can say that.
It'll either be tonight or tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna say when do we?
Or we'll just finish it off doing one or two.
There will be another stream. We'll let you know when we know, but we're gonna leave our options open.
We'll post it in the places when it happens.
Yeah, we'll do the do.
You know, if you're available, you'll be available, and if you're not, you're not. And I'm glad you are here now. And thank you for the super chats, and thank you for the bits.
Addy said all of the good things. I'm gonna just echo that. All right, much love, Nerf on, Dratty out.